Welcome to Liberty Today. On today's show, Sam Kephart is back to pose the question, how's your global fluency quotient? You'll meet a real radical, Jeanette McIntyre, and a math teacher turned state legislator gives his take on state and federal budgets. All this and much more on Liberty Today.
We've heard a lot about Big Brother eavesdropping lately, and the thought comes to my mind that if Hillary Clinton is successful in the next election, it'll be Big Sister who's listening.
It'll be all Big Brother and Big Sister.
That's even a little more unnerving. But the reality is, I continue to hear that this American traitor, Edward Snowden, is just exposing the NSA and others. And many of us are a little troubled by all of the things we're hearing, Ed.
Well, of course, especially on the backdrop of some of the things we've heard within our own country here about, for example, the IRS snooping and not only snooping but sharing the information with other parts of the government that is illegal already, and that's just damages the credibility of the whole administration in this thing. And why wouldn't we believe that we're being eavesdropped on and watched?
Well, I think if you took your own poll, as you're listening today, ask your friends and neighbors, do you trust your government?
I don't.
I think it would be a resounding no.
I think everything that this government finds itself into, and they create things along the way, that they use it to gather more and more information about you, about each individual, what you do, when you do it, how you do it, what you own, what you don't own, and it can all be used against you in the future.
Well, when you have people high in the government claiming, or I should say name-calling, accusing Tea Party patriots of being traitors and the like, it should give us cause for concern. And I look at the data gathering. The NSA isn't the only organization that's gathering all this data. And why do they need your phone calls, your emails, and all your correspondences, Ed?
They don't. I'm not a terrorist, but I'm constantly just alarmed by the different areas of the government, of this government, that is intent on gathering all this information. For example,
Yes.
now the Department of Education
Through Common Core.
through Common Core, everything is made to put you in a box, so that they know what you're doing, where you're going to do it, how you're going to do it, even how you're going to pay for it,
And who you're going to do it with.
Exactly.
These data mining efforts, well, with Common Core, they're building a huge data bank on our children.
Mm-hmm.
The question I have is why?
Mm-hmm.
Why do they need all this data? And what are they going to do with it, Ed?
I don't know, but I know this, that if King George had this information, we might still be a British colony.
Well, the way we're going, some of us might wish for that day.
Well, I don't know. They don't exactly have the best system in the world either.
No, in fact, I think Snowden and some others have suggested that they're embarking on the same kinds of data mining projects that America is. That it's, in fact, not just exclusive to America, but it's a global effort.
Right. And it seems such. Whenever you pick up information on this information gathering, others are involved, and there had to be a discovery of it, so they must have been watching also.
Well, you know, there's a great book that tells us exactly about this.
Mm-hmm.
Have you read it?
Yes, I have. It's on my nightstand, and it's also in my briefcase. It's called the Holy Bible.
That's the one. And if you read that book from cover to cover, you'll discover at the end of the story, in the book of Revelation, we're seeing things that look amazingly like our political and economic system today.
And but praise God.
Can I
that,
see your forehead? No mark there yet.
Praise God, we know who wins in the end.
Yes. And I want to be on that winning team. I am on that winning
I am
team.
too.
Yes, and you can be too. The only way to do that is to give your life to Christ and live for Him. Why would we end a segment about data mining with a call to give your life to Christ? Because there's a book that your name needs to be written in. It's called the Lamb's Book of Life. If that's the data that you should be concerned about, isn't it, Ed?
Yes, and He knows it all.
Yes, He does. Thank you for watching us today. God bless you and keep you in this terrible economy and from this wicked government.